What's up, people? Today's video: mobile apps and SaaS are exploding. Here's why. Let's jump into it. So, firstly, why listen to me? So, I've actually built well, look, one, two, three, four mobile apps, and then also these two SaaS. Well, this is a SaaS. This is also a SaaS, and then I had a web app for this mobile app as well. So, I guess you would call it three SaaS and four mobile apps. I've all built using Vibe Code and no coding. And then obviously I've gone on to do all the marketing for them and stuff as well. So I've been through the whole shebang. I understand, what tools I've used that haven't worked, what tools I used that have worked, and then just the process on, building apps with no code or Vibe coding, and how I got into the trend and why now I think this is like exploding in 2025, but also 2026 as well. So that's my credentials for mobile apps, and then three SaaS slash web apps. And I'm just on here to just share value and give free value to you guys. So if you can, like and subscribe for more free value. I can keep making these videos and help you guys out as well. And then you can also follow me on Twitter or X, which is down in the description as well. So let's get into the video. Barriers to entry are lower than ever. Now, all these new AI tools make development faster. Now, you can sit there and decide, what tools are better than others, but quite frankly, they're all pretty good. They're all pretty good. Some are better than others. So I would say personally, Cursor.ai is the best. You can do anything with them. If you want to get really technical and fancy, then maybe you use Xcode and then put in your own coding agent like Claude Code into the terminal, whatever. Point is, you've got Base 44, you've got Lovable, you've got, I think there's one called Anything now. You've got Anti-Gravity. There's so many good ones, and all the companies are jumping on to make the next best ones. So they're only going to get better and better. Just making it faster. The no code and low code options obviously exist. Now, if you are someone who codes, who's learning to code, and you're watching this video, then this video is probably not for you. So yeah, I mean, you can carry on watching if you want, but there's also people who want to not have to learn to code but still build things. Like, that's possible. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone likes to shit on it and go, oh yeah, it's shit. But quite frankly, people are building apps and SaaS that are making more money than the fucking apps that people, hand code. So well, that makes no sense. Distribution is easier as well. So social media, niche communities, Reddit, X, and then the big thing, I just did a video about this, is building in public / personal branding. Now, we all know this guy here, Daniel Dalen, and he has done just such an exceptional job at showing, building in public and personal branding, can really help your business, right? Like, he's just doing vlogs showing his life and showing him building Ecom Flow, and then all these other businesses or companies or whatever. But don't forget that, so many people are watching his videos, and he would have got clients from the videos. Yeah. Now, obviously, he's on a bigger scale, and obviously he's got like a massive warehouse, it's all logistics, like it's a really big company. But you can do the same vlog style content, or like the content like I'm doing, where you're like trying to give value to people and help them, and then and build an audience around that, build a brand around that in public, and then sell a product or a service to these people, right? Because people want that, and that's why they watch you, because they trust you and they like what you're doing. And then when you have something that they want or they want to try, then you go ahead and then you sell it to them, and that works. And he's a great example of that on a really big mass scale, actually, as well. So even dumbing it down just goes to show that, like, it works for everyone, and you don't need millions and millions of views or followers. You can do this with 5 to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube and 10,000 followers on X or Reddit or whatever it is, because it's about the quality of people rather than the quantity of people, right? So if you've got, you could have as many followers as you want, but if you sell a product for $29 and you've got 1,000 people sign up, now you're making $3,000 a month. It's like, well, it's 1,000 people. Like, it's not that many. I think my maths is right on that. 129. No, that's 29,000. Sorry, 100 people. 100 people. That's not a lot of people at all. 100 people sign up to your thing on $29 a month. Now you're making nearly $3,000 a month, and you might have 1,000 followers. So 10% of that, or whatever it is. Like, that's pretty impressive. And obviously now one person can build what used to take a team and used to take a very long time as well. So the barrier entries are really, really low. Micro SaaS / mobile app, like niche, like very niched ones, are winning at the moment very, very hard as well. You don't need a $1 billion idea. You don't need the biggest, newest idea. You can copy other ideas and make them better and more simple or more niched, or just just better branded than others. You don't need to come up with the newest idea that's never been invented before and trying to innovate like fucking Einstein. Small focused tools solve real problems like CRM dashboards, small SaaS things that do really little niche things that people need and they want, right? And communities want niche specific solutions because they're always moaning about the problems they have in their day-to-day life. So simpler apps equals faster shipping as well, because you've got 1 to 2 features on the app or SaaS that it does, and then you can make that SaaS for that app actually slightly cheaper. Now more people are going to buy, and it's easier to market as well, especially when people are looking for such niche things like that. It's like a no-brainer buy. Now we all know Blake Anderson, the guy who is with Apex and also built, it's Cow AI, Rich GPT, and then there was, I think, Umax as well. He built Umax. And he did a video and he actually just showed that he built a niche app called like Digest or something, where it's just basically gut health for women. And like within like a couple of weeks, he was doing like 2-3K a month, like that, Bosh. And like you can be like, yeah, he's professional, this and that, but like all he really did was build the app and market it. He didn't do anything special. He didn't put loads of money, like millions of dollars into it. He just did it, and he just did the work that was required, and he did the worst part, which is the marketing. And he didn't even use his personal brand as well. Like he still just marketed it using organic AI ads like UGC AI creator ads as well. So that's another thing, is like you can do the personal branding, but you can also do the marketing. Now you've got 2 streams of marketing. So if you can, try and look for these niche mobile app or micro SaaS ideas as well, especially if something that you need or you would use. Lastly is speed is now the competitive advantage. Again, these tools are so good that they can whip things up very, very quickly, especially if you've got the time, the discipline, and the dedication to get that done. So first things first is obviously to market. First to market matters more than perfection, more than perfect architecture. Basically, what that's saying is like, put your MVP out, even if it's like got some holes in it and shit. Like put it out there, like advertise it. People don't know, like it sounds weird, right? But like people don't know it's not like fully built once they've sort of like paid for it. And that sounds scammy, but like I'm not trying to be scammy. I'm just saying like if you put an app out there that people had to pay, and then they went in the app and it was a blank screen, no one knows it's going to be a blank screen until they paid and they got in the app, right? So like you're worried about what people are going to think, but people have no idea what to think anyway because they're not even on the app. Iteration beats over planning. Then obviously momentum is better than perfection. Once you get your app out there, you can update it, you can make it better, you can get feedback and carry on going. So builders who ship first will learn fast, because you're learning the shipping process quicker, the feedback process quicker, the updates and making things better quicker. You're going to understand your market and your product a lot more, and you're going to understand the marketing side of things a lot more as well. So they're the real 3 key reasons of why the mobile apps and the SaaS are basically just going to explode in 2026. And I think we're going to see a big spike in, SaaS mobile apps and the crossover with personal branding. And then we're going to watch all these people just absolutely explode, because that's what they're doing. They're just their personal brand, showing what they're doing, showing what they're building, and then they're just going and it's going to take it to the moon with them. So I suggest you get started. Subscribe and like, because I've got more free content coming, and I've got some projects and some tools coming out soon to help you guys if you're looking to get started. So stay tuned for those. But yeah, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.